Hey out there! Uh, the midwinter break is over and Sonic Boom is back with episode 9, Guilt Trip. So let's do the synopsis of this real quick. The episode starts with them using the hoverboards. This is a pure Tails and Sonic episode. The other characters don't make any appearances. Well, except for Eggman, but the friends, they don't. So they're playing with their hoverboards in the jungle when they come across a village populated by the Gogobuzz, which is being attacked by bandits. They fight off the bandits, and then they're gonna go, but the Gogobuzz insist that they stay for celebration. And the Gogobuzz are the most annoying things that have ever existed. Everything they do, they make you feel bad about it. Like, they put out a feast, and then Sonic starts to eat, and like, aren't you guys gonna eat? No, no, no. When we see you eat, that's all the nourishment that we need. That was a growl of happiness. Like, oh my god, what is the point of that? Sonic it's not like they're just chomping down the food and not offering, he's asking the Gogobuzz if they're gonna eat and they're just refusing to eat and standing there and starving. Like, they are the most annoying rescuees I have ever seen. And I've seen some pretty annoying rescuees. Oh god. So the episode goes on like that for several minutes, like Sonic and Tails want to leave, but the Gogobuzz say that they're so helpless that as soon as Sonic and Tails leave, more bandits are gonna come, and their village will be razed to the ground, and I'm guessing the only bandits who are able to rob these people are ones who don't have enough of a conscience, or maybe can just see through their annoying guilt tripping. So Sonic and Tails try to set up defenses, like Home Alone style, so that should bandits come, then the Gogobuzz can use the defenses to protect themselves. Before Sonic and Tails can take 3 steps away from the village, the Gogobuzz fall into their own traps. So Sonic and Tails try counter-guilt tripping them, saying that if they don't get home, all the plants that they have in their house will die because they need to be watered. So then they do this this song from the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, you know, the Old West movie. They're like every time one guilt trips the other counters the guilt trip with another guilt trip, and every time a guilt trip is presented, they play the Old West score. So eventually Sonic manages to get excused from the village, and he gets home, and the Gogobuzz followed him, and they're not very good housemates. Like, they uncan all the canned food, thinking that's helpful somehow. They open their mail. Like, it's kind of weird that Sonic gets mail. And then they check the messages, and here's finally where Eggman comes in. He leaves them a phone message telling them that he's gonna go blow up the dam. like, is he asking Sonic out on a date or something? Like, I'm gonna go blow up the dam. Hope to see you there. Then he calls again, saying, I'm here at the dam. Whenever you want to show up, I'm gonna blow it up. And then another time, oops, sorry, that was a butt dial, didn't mean to call you. Butt dial. It would have been funnier if they left a few seconds of random noise, and then he said, oops, butt dial. Cause as soon as it dials, like, oop, butt dial. Then he goes, oh fine, it was just, I was setting up an ambush for you. You didn't even have the decency to show up for it. Like, does Eggman think that Sonic doesn't have a life outside of him? Because clearly Eggman doesn't have a life outside of Sonic. So Eggman just comes to his house with an army of robots to attack, and of course it's hard for Sonic and Tails to fight back against the robots because the stupid Gogobuzz keep getting in the way. So Sonic and Tails get on the hoverboards. I'm going to bring up this toy every time because it's the only justification this toy has for existence. These occasional appearances of hoverboards. Episode 1 and Episode 9. Hooray! And Knuckles is on them neither time. So, making the board Knuckles was pointless. So they use the hoverboards to get above the action so that they can fight without the Gogobuzz hitting. It turns out that the crab meats can fly. That's kind of cool. So they're defeated, And Eggman blames the Gogobuzz for getting in the way, saying that he usually wins these things. So Sonic and Tails convince him that the Gogobuzz were the secret to victory, and Eggman takes the Gogobuzz back to his base, where they do their whole guilt tripping thing to him, like, do you have any salt-free butter? It's not a big deal, but if you don't, I'm gonna have an allergic reaction. It's gonna make me smell like feet. Like, how are you allergic to salt? Is that a thing? Is there such a thing as a salt allergy? Salt's not organic. How are you allergic to it? I don't know. This episode, it's kind of weak for a return from the midwinter break. Plus, I noticed that Sonic Boom is removed from the on-demand menu. I'm not sure if that's because there hadn't been a new episode of it long enough that they decided not to keep the reruns on the demand menu forever, or because they're planning on canceling the show and removing it from the on-demand menu is their way of foreshadowing that. If so, screw you, Cartoon Network. I have a more colorful language going on in my head, but I know there's probably kids watching this. Yeah, like that stupid 7 a.m. time slot, like, you know what they gave in the regular time slot? Like a 4-hour Clarence marathon. Like 4-hour blocks of Amazing World of Gumball and Clarence. They literally have nothing to put. But they're putting new episodes of shows like at 6:30 or 7 in the morning. So the only new episodes of different shows that they don't give on the weekdays are given before 8 o'clock. Once the actual time slot the kids are going to be awake for comes on, they just put on a whole bunch of reruns. It's like they don't want somebody to watch their show, their network on Saturday mornings. Could they be encouraging kids to go out and play on the weekends? Well, okay, but you know, you're a television network. Your job is to air programming so that the commercials for the products you sell can get people to watch them so that you can make money. You do not accomplish this by putting on a whole bunch of reruns in the time slot when children will be watching the most, and so that the kids will be encouraged to not watch your network and instead watch a different network that has new episodes on, or else forget the TV entirely and either go on the internet or go outside to play. I mean, Cartoon Network, you're doing TV wrong. I didn't think that was possible. So yeah, this episode, it's kind of funny. It's kind of meh. It's all based on this guilt trip humor. So there really isn't much to this episode. There's only a couple of real action scenes, and most of it is just based on this. It's kind of a spin of the bad house guest trope, where instead of your house guest being rude and thoughtless, it's that they make you feel bad for making you feel like you're rude and thoughtless. So yeah, it's a pretty simple episode. Kind of a, it's been less than 10 minutes. It's a simple episode. There's not much to talk about. I have been able to play more of the game on the Wii U though. I've gone somewhere between 25 and 30% through so far, and so far I've only met one glitch. You know that robot that kind of looks like the robot from Treasure Planet? There was a point where he was standing next to the NPC spot, and he was hovering like 10 feet above the ground. Like, he's just kind of standing there. There's no indication that he's supposed to hover. He's just standing in a neutral position, but floating 10 feet in the air. So far, that's the only glitch. The camera occasionally gets a little frustrating, but it's not horrible. And I haven't encountered any of those infamous glitches, like falling into an endless void of blue. Like, I don't know, I think people who put those glitches up online play the game looking for glitches. I mean, true, the glitches shouldn't be there, but I haven't casually encountered too many of them. Like I said, the hovering robot being the only one so far. As for the gameplay itself, I can see why some people would get turned off by this, because from the preview material, I was thinking that this was going to be something like a Sonic Heroes clone. where you get to switch between multiple characters and they each do slightly different things. The fact is that the characters all pretty much play the same for the most part, except for what kinds of environments they can traverse. Like Tails can hover, Amy can do her gymnastics, Knuckles can climb on walls, and Sonic can make those things spin with his spin dash. But the game isn't bad. It's just different from what I expected. If I were to compare it to something I know about, I'd say it's a lot more like a Nintendo 64 game. Like a game like Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo and Kazooie, or any number of a plethora of semi-open world games that existed on that console. This is not a bad format for a video game. It's just really different from what you'd expect from Sonic the Hedgehog. And I know a lot of people have a knee-jerk reaction, different is bad. So I'm less than a third of the way through the game so far, but I've been able to put in a couple of good hours of play, and it's okay. I mean, it's hardly like the thing that I expect Sonic to be from now on, but it's not horrible. It's not a bad game by any stretch. It's okay. I mean, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. I should be able to say better things about it than it's okay, because this is one of the great premier video game iconic franchises. It's like on par with Mario up there. There's like, I shouldn't be saying game is okay when it stars a major superstar game character. And, you know, they're just trying another new thing, and it's and you know, they have to grow into this new thing. I'll probably play the 3DS version of the game more. I was thinking, based on the fact that Lyric was already a thing, that I was supposed to play the console version first, and then play the 3DS version, so I've been holding back from playing this. But I guess, given what I've seen so far, how there's actually achievements you unlock by playing the portable version of the game, and then linking it up to the consoles. So I guess I'll play this more. I've only gotten past the first couple levels in this and then stopped so I could play the console version, but I think I'm going to get into this now because I don't think it matters. Okay. Alright, I've been on here for about 12.5 minutes, so that's where we're going to stop this. This is Wake Angel 2001, and I'm signing off. Oh, and a quick preview of my next custom video. Okay, that's all you get.